Okay, good morning, everybody. I'd like to get started and call to order the HHS meeting of December 7th. Roll call, please.
Okay, thank you. Chairman Hand. Vice Chair Swartz. Member Salmon. Here. Member Chaplin.
Here.
Member Desart. Member LaPlante.
Here. Okay. Forum. Any public comment?
No public comment.
Public comment. All right. So welcome to the last meeting of 2021. What a year we've had, right? In HHS, a lot of good money to spend, a lot of people to help. We have accomplished so much, and I think you should all be very proud of the work we've done, of all the work staff has done, our partners have done to support health and the needs of residents in DuPage County in what has been quite an unusual year. So with that, I do have some good news to share regarding the care center, and they have given me a statement to read. So we are pleased to announce that the DuPage Care Center has reached a tentative agreement with APSME. We want to thank the county board members for their support, guidance, and support. Special thank you, Julie Renningham, Chair of Health and Human Services, Greg Schwarzy, Vice Chair of Health and Human Services, Human Services Committee, Ad Hoc Collective Bargaining Chair for their leadership and continued focus on the staff and residents of the care center. Many senior staff members also provided direction to DPCC throughout this process. We are grateful to everyone that helped make this agreement possible. So I think we're very happy going into the holidays. New team make this happen as well. So look forward to hearing some good news going forward. So also, what I also consider to be good news, second round of eligible DuPage County households may qualify for $25,000 in emergency rental assistance from June 2020 through April 2022. Just for the record, eligibility requirements for the program are household must have experienced a financial hardship directly or indirectly due to the pandemic. Household is behind on rent and or is at risk of experiencing homelessness or housing instability. And 2020 household income was below 80% of the area median income adjusted for household size. So anyone looking for more information, www.illinoishousinghelp.org is our partner in this huge endeavor, very helpful. So we have a lot to get to in our meeting. So happy holidays is the last thing I'll have to say here. So I'll take a motion to approve the minutes of November 16, 2021.
Second.
A motion and second. Additions, questions, comments, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Those are approved. I'll take a motion to approve FIR 054521 resolutions IGA with IDA for emergency rental assistance program $25,879,636.86. We have a motion, we have a second. Questions, comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That's approved. I'll take a motion FIR 000722 resolution acceptance appropriation of home investment partnership grant American Rescue Plan.
So moved.
$325,263. We have a motion.
Second.
Second, thank you. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
That's approved. Take a motion to combine items 6A, 3, 4, 5, and 6. These are all contract purchase orders agreements with nonprofits January 1st, 2022 to December 31st, 2022 CSDG funded. Okay, and the motion and second. Questions or comments on just combining these? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? I'll take a motion to approve HHSP 000322's contract purchase order sub-agreement with 360 Youth Services for case management, job coaching, preparedness, transportation, GED coaching to homeless youth in DuPage County. As I said, it was January 1st, 2022, December 30, 2022. Not to exceed $66,791. Also HHSP 000422. This is a sub-grantee agreement with Catholic Charities Hope House to assist 140 homeless residents with temporary housing, case management, financial assistance, and supporting the back to school care, not to exceed $60,000. Also HHSP 000522, contract purchase order with Home DuPage to provide financial counseling workshops to low-income residents of DuPage County, not to exceed $48,885. And finally, HHSP 000622, sub-grantee agreement with Outreach Community Services for case management, counseling, job skill training, experience, work readiness training, GED assistance to low-income youth. Total amount of $85,600. Okay, we have a motion second. Do we have any questions or comments on all these items? I'd just like to thank everybody, the staff, for all their hard work in identifying these partners. I think this is, great programs, all of them. So thank you so much for that. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Those are approved. I'll take a motion to approve HHSP 001922, contract purchase order of family cultural services to provide advocacy services to victims of domestic violence, December 1st, 2021 through November 30th, 2022, not to exceed $85,000. We do have a motion. We have a second. Any questions or comments here? I just wanted to say something here. I'd worked with Pro Bono Network for a long time, and something that we would do in Cook County is this exact kind of work. And so I just think it's extraordinary that DuPage County provides this. I know people who have actually gone and used the service, and it's just tremendous help. And we're so very proud that we continue to pay for this. So, yes. So all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That's approved. Next things require a roll call vote, Karen. Correct? Yes.
Correct.
Let's take a motion. On 2022-2, recommendation for approval of contract order, purchase order with Midwest Shelter for Homeless Veterans to provide temporary shelter, transitional housing, and life skills for homeless veterans in DuPage County. January 1st, 2022 through December 31st, 2022. Contract total of $25,000. So a motion, we have a second. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Vice Chair Swarzy.
Aye.
Member Selman.
Aye.
Member Chaplin.
Aye.
Member LaPlante.
Aye.
Chair Renahan.
Aye. That's approved. I'll take a motion on 2022-3, approval for sub-grant contract issued to Teen Parent Connection through CSBG for car seats, which
So
seats
moved.
safety training, $20,000. We have a motion. Is there a second? Second, Selman. Questions or comments? All right, roll call, please.
Member LaPlante.
Aye.
Vice Chair Swarzy.
Aye.
Member Selman.
Aye.
Member Chaplin.
Aye.
Chair Renahan.
Aye. Approved. Take a motion on HHSR 0002-22, recommendation for approval of a fourth modification to CDBG agreement with Little
moved.
City Foundation, renovation of 2 Hanover Park, CILAS, project number CD 20-3, reducing scope of work to allow for project completion. We have a motion second. Questions or comments here? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That is approved. All right, these next ones are also going to require roll call. I'll take a motion on action items, recommendation for approval, second modification of CDBG agreement with Village of Villa Park, CD
So moved.
19-26, Harvard Avenue Water Main Project, extending completion date through to June 1st, 2022. So we have a motion. I have a second. Questions or comments? Member Schwarzy, did you have a?
No.
No? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
I have
Any
the roll
opposed?
call.
Oh, I'm sorry, roll
That's
call,
okay.
which I pointed out.
Yes.
Roll call, please.
Member LaPlante.
Aye.
Vice Chair Swarzy.
Aye.
Member Selman.
Aye.
Member Chaplin.
Aye.
Chair Renahan.
Aye. That's approved. I'll take a motion on action item recommendation for approval of second modification to CDBG agreement with Village of Glendale Heights, project CD 19-27,
Second.
water main completed phase 1, extending completion date through January 21st, 2022. We have a motion and a second. Questions or comments? All right, roll call, please.
Member LaPlante.
Aye.
Vice Chair Swarzy.
Aye.
Member Selman.
Aye.
Member Chaplin.
Aye.
And Chair Renahan.
Aye. Great. I'll take that is approved. I'll take a motion on action item recommendation for approval of third modification, second time extension of home investment partnership. So moved program with the Catholic Charities project H19-03A, Pinnacle Fraternal Assistance Program, extending project completion date to March 31st, 2022. I'm sorry. The motion, there was a second. Okay.
And who was the
Questions
second?
I was.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No
Thank
worries.
you.
Sure.
or comments? Roll call, please.
Member Chaplin.
Aye.
Member LaPlante.
Aye.
Vice Chair Swarzy.
Aye.
Member Selman.
Aye.
Chair Renahan.
Aye, that's also approved. Take a motion on action item recommendation approval of a third modification.
So
Second
moved.
extension of home investment partnership funds program with DuPage County and PADS.
Second.
Project HM 19-03B, tenant-based rental assistance program, extending the project completion date from March 31st, 2022. A motion and a second. Questions, comments here? Okay, roll call, please.
Member LaPlante.
Aye.
Vice Chair Swarzy.
Aye.
Member Selman.
Aye.
Member Chaplin.
Aye.
Chair Renahan.
Aye. Great, moving on to the care center. Take a motion to approve HSP 0007-22, contract purchase order to Northwest Medicine Regional Medical Group for the services of Angelo Miele, MD, Medical Director of DuPage Care Center, December 16, 2021 to November 30th, 2022, not to exceed $34,500. Motion, we have a second. Questions, comments here? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That's approved. Take a motion to approve 2022-4 approval of contract orders with Leading Age Illinois for annual membership dues for the care center, January 1st, 2022 to December 31st, 2022, not to exceed $29,851.65. We have a motion and second. We have questions or comments here. This is a roll call, please.
Member Chaplin.
Aye.
Member LaPlante.
Aye.
Vice Chair Swarzy.
Aye.
Member Selman.
Aye.
Chair Renahan.
Aye. That's approved. I'll take a motion on 2022-5 contract purchase order to Illinois Aging Services Network for negotiation of managed care contracts with various payers in Illinois for the care center.
So moved.
January 1st, 2022 to December 31st, 2022, not to exceed $18,229.32. Take a motion. I'm sorry, was there a second?
Second.
Second, thank you. Questions or comments here? All in favor?
It's another roll.
Oh, I'm sorry, roll call. I haven't voted.
Member Chaplin.
Aye.
Member LaPlante.
Aye.
Vice Chair Swarzy. Member Selman. Chair Renahan.
Aye. All right, that's approved. Take motion on 2022-6 contract purchase order to Air Gas USA to furnish and deliver portable oxygen to residents. Second. December 8th, 2021 through November 30th, 2022, not to exceed $29,900. Questions, comments here? Roll call, please.
Vice Chair Swarzy.
Aye.
Member Selman.
Aye.
Member Chaplin.
Aye.
Member LaPlante.
Aye.
Chair Renahan.
Aye. Right, budget transfers, I'm going to take these separately. Take the motion to approve a budget transfer, CDBG transfer funds to cover shortfall in software licenses for Neighborly Software, 46,000. Second. Motion in second. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That's approved. Take a motion to approve a budget transfer, revised allocation for the Emergency Rental Assistance Program to realign with the November 23rd, 2021 resolution for IGA with IDA. Supplement second tier of the program. Basically, IDA agreement has a higher administration rate than initially budgeted. So that's $747,040.
I just asked Mary to just.
So this is related to the second allocation of the Emergency Rent Assistance Program. The second allocation has different federal rules and regulations that allowed for a higher administration rate. So when finance originally set up the budget for this account, they established the admin rate as it was in the first allocation. So when the agreement for the second allocation came around, it's a different administration rate. Now, I will point out that what we've done in this agreement, you might recall, I think about 2 weeks ago, maybe, there was an amendment to the original IDA agreement allowing them to use the admin funds for direct client assistance. And so we've actually written that into this agreement. So although the admin rate is higher in this second agreement, it's written so that any unused admin funds will just automatically get redirected to direct client assistance. And IDA has the responsibility to demonstrate to us all of the actual expenses that they charge to admin, which is basically the amount of temporary workers across the state. They have over 200 people actually processing these rent applications. We get charged for that time based on the percentage of applications that are from DuPage residents.
Thank you very much.
Any other questions, comments here? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That passes. Take a motion on a budget transfer for the Family Care Center personnel changes.
So moved.
For part-time help and fringe
Second.
benefit expenditure for $2,400. We have motion and second. Questions or comments here? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That passes. Take a motion to approve authorization for overnight travel for the Community Services Administrator, who is a national certified results-oriented management and accountability trainer.
She's right here with us.
Who has been requested to attend and teach at a combined Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity and Training in Springfield, January 11th, 2022 through January 13th, 2022, $617.
Second.
Motion, we have a second. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Approved. Take a motion to approve overnight travel for the weatherization assessor to take the energy auditor field exam in Champaign, December 19th through the 20th, 2021, $420.66. The motion second. Questions or comments? I say good luck to the weatherization assessor. Take your test. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That is approved. I'll take a motion to receive and place on file grant proposal notification GPN 00122. Community Services Block Grant FY22. Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity, $1,093,392.
Second.
Thank you. Questions or comments here? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, that is received and placed on file. And we do have residency waivers today. I think we have three or three. Okay. So Janelle, you want to? Yes, please.
I'm sorry?
Get it out there.
For that one?
Yeah.
All right, so we have 3 residency waivers. We have currently 28 open male beds and 30 female beds. Keep in mind, we've not been able to accept admissions for a good portion of the last 18 months or so related to COVID outbreaks. We have 4 beds that have already been offered to the DuPage County residents. So in looking at these 3 individuals, there would be no DuPage County residents displaced by these applicants. The first one would be an 89-year-old female. They have children that have lived in DuPage for 28 and 21 years. And DPCC is very close to both the children's homes and would make it very convenient for them to visit their loved ones.
Okay, I'll take a motion to approve the second, number 1. The motion, we have a second. Questions, comments for Janelle here? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, that number 1 is approved.
Number 2 is a 79-year-old male. They lived in DuPage County in 2018, actually in Wheaton. They are currently in a supported living facility outside of DuPage, and now they're requiring a higher level of care. The children and grandchildren live in the Wheaton area, so they want to move their loved one to the care center for rehab, short-term, possible long-term stay.
Great, I'll take a motion to approve client number 2 here. We have a motion and a second. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 2 is approved. Now number 3.
Final is an 87-year-old female. The applicant moved to DuPage 4 months ago to be closer to family. They're currently on the rehab unit, which you can see was highly recommended by Mary and Joyce. We always like to hear those things. Family has been very appreciative of the staff, and they would like the person to be able to replace.
Great, I'll take a motion to approve.
Second.
Client 3. Motion and second. Questions, comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Right, excellent. We get some more people.
Yep.
Yeah, some more people. That's fantastic. Thank you for bringing those forward. And moving on to the care center update.
Just have a couple things I wanted to talk about. Even with the surge of variants and cases, we've been so fortunate. We're just ending, should have ended last night, our last unit that was on isolation. We're just waiting for some lab results. So if that occurs, then we have no units currently under quarantine. So I like when that happens. I know I'll probably get asked. So CMS mandate has been stayed, probably temporarily. It was blocked nationwide regarding some federal district courts issued injunctions. So right now it's stayed, but we are poised to proceed. We've been working very closely with the state's attorney, and we're ready have everything in place to move forward if that gets overturned very quickly. That is the assumption, but who knows? So Any other questions for me?
Any question, Marcella?
I just sort of want to give you some kudos. I'm sure you saw in the paper, there was an issue with a long-term care facility, McHenry. We have a family member there who luckily is doing fine, but just reading through the things they were fined for, it reassured and made me pretty confident that, boy, would we do none of those things, and very confidently so. So thank you for your good work and congrats on almost getting to know units.
Thank you. Thank you. Those documents read pretty horribly anyway, and a lot of times what is written in those, if you really look at what occurred, it's not always accurate, but nonetheless, thank you for that. Yeah. All right, thank you.
Are you open for visitors now?
Actually, they changed the regulations, interestingly enough, in the middle of all of the variants and the hospital capacity issues. They've now really opened up to visitation, and it really presents a lot of risk, and we're very concerned about it. To the point where they can be in the residents' rooms, and based on the square footage, we could have 2 visitors in the rooms at any given time, on the units in the rooms.
Wow.
So we've really taken a strong line against visitors not following our structure and our requirements. We have some that just are not necessarily following along, so we have to make sure we almost have to monitor the visitors in addition to the residents at times. But we understand it's important for families need to visit. It's just interesting that all occurred. I think they're a little lagging in the requirements versus the current state in the county.
Are you anticipating changes then, just based on that?
We get new updates sometimes twice a day, so we just never know.
Okay.
Depends on what regulatory body.
Yeah.
So the health department's always a great resource for us, and we do have we do call Springfield ourselves when we have questions, and we talk with the infection preventionist down there, and that's been very beneficial too.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for all you do, Janelle.
Thank you.
All right, Mary Keating, Community Service Update.
Thank you. Before we get to the senior services update, I just wanted to take a quick minute to update you all on our involvement with the issue in Woodbridge with the residents of the townhome complex who've been ordered to vacate their properties. Bridget James from our unit was on a call yesterday with the Village of Woodbridge and a number of other nonprofit organizations. We're looking to see what resources we may be able to bring. Gina feels that this is probably eligible under CSCG disaster funding, but we do need to reach out to the state.
Sorry, can you give like 2 or 3 sentences for what's going on?
Oh,
I
I'm
haven't seen it
sorry.
yet.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So my understanding, and Gina chime in, my understanding is that there is a townhome complex in the Village of Woodbridge that the water needs to be shut off over the winter months because of, I believe, some sort of damage related to the tornado.
Oh,
And so, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. No, it's just not our.
No, that's fine. That's fine. And so the residents have to vacate by the 17th, right? I think they were notified yesterday or the day before, but so obviously temporary housing is of utmost concern there. So the way housing assistance and homeless prevention is managed in the county is we do sort of territory. So Woodridge is actually Catholic Charities territory, so we're bringing them into the conversation. Woodridge Community Services, Community Pantry, or West Suburban has offered some case management assistance, but they're looking for funding for that. So we're sort of actively involved in the conversations. We, as I've said, we really don't have the capacity to take on the case management role. So we're doing our best to see what we can do from a funding perspective.
One question, Mary. I mean, I know you guys are working on helping them, and I'm really appreciative of hearing that. How about the moving costs? I mean, these are things that they were not anticipating until just a couple of days ago. Is that something that would be included in something you're helping them with?
If they are income eligible, that would be an approved service cost for CSPG. The issue is we really have no idea if they meet the income guidelines.
Okay.
So we are aware of a nonprofit fund that the Rotary through the village have been advertising and getting donations. So
And that will help them with the moving fund?
well, that's gonna be my suggestion,
Oh,
moving
good,
as
okay.
well as other, as well as, if we have to put them up in a hotel,
Right.
I mean, all of you know that cost. I mean, we've been paying for
Absolutely.
hotels for months.
I think they're talking to, they aren't gonna get into this, it's months later down the road.
Yeah,
right?
April.
April, that's what I thought, okay, yeah.
It's my understanding too, all of it, some of them are literally having to leave because no water. So maybe they don't need to move so much stuff, maybe it's like a temporary type situation.
They can come and
They
go.
can come and go, there's just no
Levels.
water in them.
So it's not like a danger to the building or anything to go in and out or
Well, I
anything,
think
it's just water.
ones that have the major damage, from what I understand, they've been long gone, it's just these last, 20 to 30, people, households, thank you. It's the water is kind of the tipping point.
Okay, thank you.
Joe, can you bring up the PowerPoint?
Sorry, they're rental townhouses or are they?
It's a combination, it's a townhome complex, so
Okay,
some of the occupants are homeowners and some are renters. My understanding is the homeowners have reached out to their insurance companies that have indicated it's not covered, so.
Oh, because it's after that.
I don't,
Whatever reason they.
I don't
Yeah,
pretend to
okay.
know. So, Member Renahan asked if we could give sort of an overview of what we've seen in senior services over the last, whatever we are now, 20 months into this whole new world. Joe, can you go to the first slide, please? And so Natasha Belli, who is our Administrator of Senior Services, is going to kind of give an overview of some of the challenges and responses that we've seen. But just a reminder, this is our one pager that shows all of the different types of programs that we run in senior services, everything from in-home community care program. We're in the long-term care facilities with our Ombudsman program. You hear a lot about APS through this committee, money management, transportation. So if you're interested in getting a copy of this one pager, we have lots of them available. I'm happy to distribute them. But with that, I'm going to introduce Natasha, who's going to kind of talk you through some of the issues that we've seen and the ways that we've tried to respond.
Good morning, everyone. Can you go to the next slide? Thank you. So what we did was kind of look at a group of challenges that we faced this year through 2021 with our older adults. Oh, can you go back? Thank you. So the first one we noticed was kind of a major challenge with our clients with social isolation. A lot of our clients really have not resumed kind of pre-COVID activities, either based on their concerns with safety and COVID and/or their own physical or cognitive decline due to being inside or home and not kind of getting out. We also, one of the other issues, the congregate meal sites are still not open. Some of our adult day services are still not at full capacity. So that's kind of limited some of those activities that our older adults have not resumed. And then again, like we've talked, I know in this committee a lot about our long-term care residents, how they've been severely affected. And so some of the ways we've been able to kind of respond to this concern was the Illinois Department on Aging is offering what's called an Illinois Care Connection program, which offers an older adult either an iPad or a Samsung headset, a case, and a year of internet service. So we've had quite a few clients that we've been able to assist with that. This has given them the ability to connect with their loved ones. Age Guide, which is our area agency on aging, also set up a Get Set program, which offers our older adults a lot of online classes and programs. That's a new program this year, so we've been able to assist some of our clients with signing up for those programs. And then again, like Janelle mentioned today, the new visitation requirements in our long-term care facilities really given our residents and their family members an ability to see and reconnect with their loved ones. Can you go to the next slide? Thank you. Transportation has been another challenge this year. PACE has been a big issue. That's our major source that we use for our seniors to either get them to medical appointments, to run errands, maybe for social visits. There's been a big issue with the drop off and pickup times. They've extended that out to from 15 minutes to 30 minutes, which has caused some of our clients to be late to their appointments or having issues with just not being picked up after their appointment. So one of the ways PACE had offered either Uber or Lyft gift cards, that hasn't been a huge success for our seniors, most who are not very tech savvy. So for our, maybe some of our younger, older adults that do have a smartphone and can use that app, we've been able to use that. But primarily, we've been using private transportation companies, such as New Era, which is, I think they have 2 cars. So we've been able to kind of get around some of the issues with PACE by using New Era. The next slide, please. One of the other things we noticed this year in 2021 is just an increase in the number of clients that really are needing emergency services, either housing, food, utilities, even help with kind of legal, getting, orders of protection or guardianships. We've also seen an increase with our clients and family members with mental health issues. We've had an increase in our adult protective services program with our self-neglect clients who do not want assistance. So we continue to get calls about concerns with these clients, but the clients, due to the program allowing a self-determination, just don't want us to come in and assist. And then just an increase in clients that are working in multiple units. So they either could be working with Joan's group in housing or maybe Dave's group, and then multiple programs just within senior services. So as far as our response for that, we do have quite a few senior funding grants and also an emergency senior services fund and some of the other COVID grants that we've received that we've been able to assist clients with that. And then it's really given us an opportunity this year to kind of work closer together within our department. We're quite a large department, so being able to work amongst the units to kind of help the clients is how we've kind of been trying to help with some of these emergency services needs. And one of the other biggest challenges we face this year is staffing shortages. So our in-home care providers just do not have the home care aides available that we need to service our clients. Some of our clients have had to go weeks, even months without services in the home, just due to a lack of staffing. This has been a major issue for our clients who are at risk of long-term care placement. We've not been able to staff our what we call an interim services to get that home care aide in faster so that they can stay in the community. We've also had in certain facilities a lack of staff has really caused some poor care. And then we've had in senior services multiple open positions, which really has increased our wait time for our clients for us to get out into their homes to assist them. So as far as our in-home care providers, we do have about 60 agencies that we are contracted with through the Department on Aging. So we've been able to continue down that list until we can find a provider who can service that client. Although it is nice that we have 60 agencies, it is quite time consuming for staff to kind of work their way down that list, sending paperwork, waiting to see if the provider has a worker that can get into the home. And then again, for our clients in the long-term care facilities, our Ombudsman program, who's been completing face-to-face actually since July of 2020, they're able to now, they're completing more routine visits just to advocate for residents. Kind of our group of kind of 4 major challenges that we were facing this year.
Thank you, Natasha. Anyone have any questions?
Thank you.
Is that all, Mary? Anything else? Mary, is that all?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Should there be more?
So Natasha, thank you for coming in and, kind of informing us more about what's going on with our adults, our seniors. With the holidays coming up, it's important to know that we're doing something right to help people. So. Do we have any old business? Any new business? All right, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Yes.